Attended Michigan State University, and I actually graduated from Eastern Michigan University with a degree in information technology. So basically, I am a computer geek. I can hack computers, I can build computers, and I can set up networks. And I am also an electrician by trade, and that is what I currently do for a living. So I can work on anything with wires, which is a name that I'm actually considering for a new company. So you can build companies from the ground up. I've been married to my wife for 27 years. I have 3 beautiful daughters and 1 wonderful grandson. So today, for America's future entrepreneurs and business owners, we will be reading Money Should Grow on Trees by, it's written and illustrated by the same person, Erica M. Burrell, and she has a Master's of Education. So we're gonna get right into it. Mama, Mama, Milo screamed, running through the door. Son, what is all the excitement about? She replied. I lost my gaming console. Again, Milo's mother became irritated. Mm-hmm. I left it on the bench and someone took it. Well, son, I'm not buying another one. That's the 3rd one you've lost this year. Oh, man. But the new game comes out next week and I need my console to play it, Milo said, frowning. That night, Milo's parents had a talk. They agreed that Milo needed to respect and understand how money works. The next morning, Milo's family sat down for breakfast. Milo, said his father in a stern voice, we don't believe you respect our money because you don't see how hard we work for it. Come on, Dad, Milo said. Just put a new gaming console on the credit card you use every time we go to the store. Milo's mother started laughing. See, baby, that's the thing. That card you're talking about is connected to a bank account. That bank account has money only if we work to put it in there. Uncle Craig said y'all are loaded. He said y'all got more money than anyone he knows. How loaded we are is none of yours or Uncle Craig's concern. The point is, we work hard for everything we have. From now on, so will you. The next day, Milo woke up to a long list of bills. Hey, what's this? He demanded, knocking on his parents' door. That's all the bills we pay every month. Now, because you're still a child, we will continue to pay them for you. But anything extra, like your fancy tennis shoes or video games, you will need to pay for yourself. After school, you will come down to our family grocery business and start working. Sweet. Now I don't have to ask y'all for anything. We will see if you still feel that way by the end of the week, Milo's dad said with a smile. I like this. When the school bell rang, Milo ran to the bus stop and went to his family's grocery store. He was taken to the back office where his grandfather greeted him. Milo, this grocery store has been in our family for 10 generations. When I was your age, I already knew how to run the whole store, but your parents insisted that you were not ready yet. Grandpa, I want to be here. There's a new gaming console. There's a new game coming out Thursday that all my friends are going to play this weekend, Milo said with excitement. I can't wait to buy it. Well, Milo, you don't have any experience, so we will start you out at the federal minimum wage, which is $7.25 an hour. What? Milo blurted out in confusion. That's right, son. Legally, that is how much we have to pay you. My mama don't make no $7.25 when she comes here to work. You are correct. Your mother is also college educated and owns this store. Most people start paying their employees at $7.25 an hour. Then, if they have experience, meaning they have worked a similar job before, they get more money. If they have a college education, they get even more money. But since you are in 5th grade and have never had a job, you will start off at $7.25. Okay, Milo sighed. Milo started off adding fresh fruits to produce. His feet were killing him and his back hurt. Geez, this is a lot of work, he thought to himself. Still, he was determined to make his own money and be independent. The next day, Milo came back exhausted. It's been only one day, his grandpa joked, patting him on the back. Today you will clean bathrooms, sweep, mop, and dust the shelves. Once again, Milo finished his day feeling overwhelmed. Well, at least I'll be able to play my new game this weekend, he thought, motivating himself. Tuesday came and went. Another day, another dollar. Milo jumped out of bed ready to go to school so he could get to work. Hold on, Milo's dad stopped him just as he was dashing out the door. I got an email from Mrs. Burrell saying she says you haven't done your homework and you're falling asleep in class. She's concerned about your grades, son. I know, Dad. It's just that working at the grocery store is hard work. Well, youngster, if you can't handle it all, you will have to quit. School is your number one priority. No way. I will do better. I got this, Dad, Milo said, racing out the door. After school, Milo went to work as usual. Today, you're a bagger, Milo's grandpa said with a smile. Milo stood for 4 hours bagging groceries and imagining all the things he would buy on payday. I can't wait, he thought to himself. Thursday, Milo woke up singing. Just one more day and I can get paid. Once again, he rushed off to school, then went straight to work. What's today, Grandpa? Bagging, cleaning, restocking shelves? Just let me know. Slow down, buddy. We actually need to finish your paperwork. Paperwork? Milo asked. Yes, now that you're working, you will need to pay taxes. Milo looked at his grandfather, puzzled. Taxes are the price you pay for living in America. Everyone who works is responsible for paying taxes. Those taxes are used to provide education and health care, fund our military, and more. But I don't make enough money to pay taxes. Well, son, unfortunately, that's not how it works. Milo stood full of emotions. He was happy to be making his own money, but paying taxes and not making as much as his parents did just not seem fair. Milo proceeded to wash the windows as he reflected on his week. Every day he woke up at 6 in the morning to go to school until 3, and then to work until 8. He had no time for friends or the debate team or to play the video game he was working so hard to save up for. Friday came, and despite his exhaustion and frustration, Milo was excited to get his first paycheck. After work, Milo knocked on his grandfather's door. Hey, Paw, I'm ready for my first paycheck. Here you are, son. Milo's grandfather handed him an envelope with his check inside. Papa Freeman, I think you made a mistake, Milo said, looking down at his paycheck. My video game console and the new game is $375. I need more money than this. I remember thinking the same thing the first time I opened a paycheck, Grandpa chuckled. Say, Grandpa, this is only 12 cents. You make $7.25 an hour and worked 4 hours a day for 5 days this week, totaling $145 minus your taxes. That makes your first check $125.36. If your video game thing costs $375, it will take you at least 52 hours of working to have enough money to buy it. Come on, son, I'll give you a ride home. Milo sat quietly as he thought about how much his parents did for him and how hard they must work. He regretted taking his things for granted and losing all the gaming systems he already had. Mama, Pops, Milo yelled, running through the door. I am so sorry. Sorry for what, son? Sorry that I did not take care of the things you worked so hard to buy me. After working all week, I still did not have enough money to buy my gaming system. I did not realize how hard you work for money, and I am sorry. Son, you're growing up, and it was time for you to realize that money does not grow on trees. That night, Milo laid in his bed. He decided that he was going to focus on school. He was grateful that he had parents who provided for him, and he made a decision to be more responsible. And we have a glossary of some terms that some of us may not be familiar with. It explains taxes, what a 401k is, which is a retirement plan, W-2s, which are your tax forms. It even breaks down what it means when he says, y'all are loaded. A person who is loaded has lots of money. But one thing we need to understand is just because a person has a lot of money does not necessarily mean that they have a great quality of life, because money cannot buy happiness. And that's one thing that we always need to remember. So as you see in Milo's situation, he thought that money was the answer to his dilemma, which was buying another game system. But there's so much more that comes into play that you don't realize when you first start working. So as you venture out into the world, when you get a little older and you want to start making money, just understand that your parents had to go through a lot to provide the things that you have. I still have this same conversation with my own daughters, and my oldest is 25. So she still has some times where she comes to us and says, well, Mom, Dad, you guys have this, so maybe you can help me do that. Well, my dear child, you're grown now and you have to make your own way. Even with my 14-year-old, we have to explain to her that money does not grow on trees, even though she thinks it should. Thank you.